What up? What up? What up? What up, little bro?
What's
What up,
good, big
people?
bro? How you doing, bro? What up
Can't
to
complain,
the
man.
what up to the 40 subscribers in our channel? How you doing, guys?
What up, JEGANU? What's up, JEGANU Army? Hey,
What
14
up?
people can do some damage.
Hey, bro.
Yo,
40,
man.
40 people in less than a month, bro. Like,
Less than a month.
thank you,
Hey, man. God bless. Thank you all for
thank,
showing
thank you,
love and
guys.
support. And make sure you keep that love coming, man. You know, we're trying to make
Exactly,
money up in this
man.
bitch.
Exactly.
Yo, what's
And
new? What's new in the MMA world, bro?
they revealed, bro. Finally, they revealed the the Fight Island location, bro. The
Fight.
Mortal
Oh,
Island.
yes, sir. Fight Island. Well, it was Yaz Island, right?
Yeah, in Abu Dhabi. But before we go in there,
Yeah.
I just want to say that I had a feeling that it's gonna be in Abu Dhabi, bro.
You did? Why?
Because like as soon as I saw like John Jones was like having his Twitter beef with Dana about him not being paid enough to move up
Yeah.
to heavyweight to fight Francis, and
Yeah.
then Jorge Masvidal went in like blasting
Jorge
Dana on Twitter.
Masvidal, I think he's trying to renegotiate his contract, bro.
His contract exactly as soon as he's like you started like started having a beef with Dana, and like he tweeted saying Dana have enough money to buy islands but not enough money to like pay his fighters.
Yeah.
As soon as like a reporter like said told Dana like in the press fight in the post fight press conference,
Yeah.
Dana was like, first of all, I didn't buy a fucking island. And
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
I saw that.
exact, bro. Like it has to be Abu Dhabi because like Abu Dhabi, they obviously they own shares in the UFC, and
Yep.
Dana said like after the Khabib and Poirier fight, he said like they had a contract or like they signed a contract that every year they're gonna have a title defense.
Exclusively for 5 years, yeah.
Exactly in Abu Dhabi. So
Exactly, yeah. To bring a title bout to Abu
Eh,
Dhabi and stuff like that.
exactly. And who's gonna give them a like an island? Obviously Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Uh,
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a little island something because he kept on saying the construction is underway. The construction is
mm,
underway.
mm.
He kept on saying that they started construction. So I didn't think it could be Abu Dhabi because the last arena that they had Khabib versus Portier, Dustin Portier, it was already in an island and the arena was made. The octagon was made. So I guess he was slick in terms of misguiding people,
He was
or
advertising it, like even the merch they were showing, like in the fights. Where is
yeah,
Fight Island and
Fight
whatever?
Island.
Like,
Yes, no,
exactly,
but
he was
but
hyping it up.
honestly, I'm more excited about the fights that they have lined up for
Exactly, bro.
UFC
They're gonna
251.
have 3 pay-per-views there, bro. 3 pay-per-views, or like
Amen.
3 events, bro. And the first
Yes,
event, the first event is, they didn't like, they didn't mention all of the fights, but the
yeah.
fights that they mentioned, bro.
I think it was UFC 251 is gonna be there, right?
Yeah, 251. Like we were just done with 250. Now
But
it's
some
gonna
of the
be
fights
251.
I look like I'm kind of you throw me off now. I thought all of them are going to be under one pay-per-view, which
Mm.
is Usman versus Burns,
Burns,
Kamaru
oof,
Usman versus Gilbert Burns for the
bro.
championship. Um,
Teammates.
who else?
We've got the rematch, Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski.
Yeah,
Two,
Volkanovski,
and we
and
got
Aldo versus Pittori, or how does he say? He's
Fyodor
Pitorian,
Fyodor Yan.
Pioror or something. The
Fyodor
Russian way.
Yan. Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
but yo, these are some. I can't wait for those fights, bro. What? What? And honestly, I thought Max Holloway is gonna take a beat and fight other people before coming back.
exactly. I was like, if he does, like, if he did that, like, if he fought like the number one contender, obviously he's the number one contender,
He's
right?
well, yeah, he's the number one contender because
If he fought number
Volkanovski took
two,
the belt.
if he fought number two or number three, and then fought for the title, I was like, I'll be like, he's really a champion. But as soon as they announced it. I wasn't mad, but I was like,
I'm not mad.
bro, like, but what he did,
Again,
what if he did what he did to Aldo happens to him? Like
exactly where he
the,
where yep.
the
Holloway
guy who
Aldo first time got him,
exactly
second time got him.
exactly like the guy who took your belt, beat you the second time,
Yep.
and obviously he's young. He
But
can
let me
have a
tell you something though.
trilogy.
Let me tell you
Mm,
something.
mm,
Volonovsky and his team found holes in Holloway's game that they exploited the last fight. Now,
exactly.
if Max Holloway goes back to the drawing board and look into the game plan and finds something that he can exploit, like in Volonovsky's style, I think it's definitely a great decision to go immediately back to it and reclaim your title. Because
Yeah.
essentially it's gonna be like, no, man, no, he didn't defend it for against anybody else. No, I'm gonna use my rematch clause, and I'm gonna invoke those rematch clause, and I'm gonna get it immediately back to back.
Volkanovski was very vocal about wanting to fight. He said, "Put me on Fight Island. Put me on any pay per view. Just
I
like I
remember,
want
yeah.
out." Exactly. But as soon as Holloway like took this fight, I don't know, man. Let's just leave
No, but
everything
it,
to
it was
like
all
when it
politics.
happens.
It
When it
it was
happens.
it will all be politics. We got to see how it's gonna unfold, right? In terms
Exactly.
of how they're gonna try to sell the fight. Where is their mental state in terms? Is it revenge? Is it blessed is always Max Holloway is always comfortable. Is always
Mm,
lighthearted, but
mm.
he should be obsessed, man. He should be a man with a plan to go back and get back his gold. That's
He
what I
should
think
he should
it
be
should be.
working those legs, bro.
Definitely.
He should
Kamaru
be
Usman,
working those legs.
Kamaru Usman versus Burns. It's going to be I think it's gonna be a boring fest, but we're gonna talk about it once it
No,
comes
bro. Like
close.
once
Uh,
once it happens, we're gonna talk about it.
yeah, just
Let's
because.
just leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally Peter Yan and Aldo. I think it's going to be Aldo versus Volkanovski all over again. Peter Yan and Aldo is going to be the same fight as Volkanovski and Aldo, where
But
Volkanovski outstriked Aldo
although
and took him and outpointed him and took him to decision.
took
So
took the
I think
decision,
that's
yeah.
how it's going to be. I don't know, but I'm just kind of throwing it out there. But I'm excited. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about this literal. It for me, literally, it is a filler that nobody gives a fuck about. There's a couple of interesting fights this weekend, which is Fight Night. Jessica I
And
versus Cynthia Calvillo.
Calvillo, yeah.
I'm okay with the main event, but last time
Filler.
we seen I, bro, she got kicked in the eye.
She lost her third eye, bro.
I swear to God,
like,
she lost her
like,
third eye.
like Valentina kicked her, bro. That the
She kicked her
sound of
to
the kick.
another dimension. What are you
Exactly.
talking
She
about?
kicked her into oblivion, bro. Like the sound of the kick.
She was like,
Pow! Like it
"Pow," and
was
he
a
was like,
bullet, bro.
She
it was
stiffed up, and it was done, bro.
it
Her
was straight
her
up
toes
like
curled up, her fingers curled up, so
she
she's in her safe place.
she went Alistair Overeem, bro.
Oh
Like
my
yeah,
God, exactly.
bro.
But
Bro.
it's interesting to see how, because I've seen her lately, or after that loss, she was only doing like social media shit. I didn't see her fight. Did she fight after that Shevchenko loss
I don't think
or
so.
the loss to Shevchenko?
She fought, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. She fought, but she won. She won like a decision, if I'm not mistaken, a
Oh yeah,
boring
yeah, yeah,
decision.
yeah. True, she was overweight or something. I think there was
Yeah.
a story about her being overweight or something like.
Was it in like in the same division, like in the flyweight division? She went up down like in the strong. I don't think she
I'm
went
not
to
sure what the
strong,
fuck she's
but I
doing, to be
think
honest. She was just drunk talking shit on social media. That's all I used to see anything about her.
exactly like she beat that Brazilian Araujo,
But it was like a
not
sketchy.
Araujo,
It was a
Araujo.
sketchy win, right?
Decision. Yeah, it was a sketchy
Because I
decision
think
when
she
I
came two
remember
or
that.
3 pounds overweight. She was like she
Mm,
won, but she won in like different fucked up circumstances. So I don't know
mm.
how it's gonna go down, but let's see what happens. And Cynthia Calvillo is as tough as they come, right?
Yeah, but like Cynthia Calvillo, like she had problems
Was
with
that?
like Cynthia Calvillo, like she had problems when she was a strawweight, like with cutting weight and
Okay.
everything. But now moving up to like flyweight, I don't know. Like she might give her problems. She might give Jessica I problems, but bro, like it's not a main event worthy. Like it's not
It's not a
like
bro. The whole
exactly.
card is not main event. Nothing, bro. What are you talking about? That's why I was like, I was looking. I told you again. I keep on repeating to our 14 subscribers, no, but to our new listeners and viewers,
And
I
to
am
the
an
11
advanced. I'm
to
an
the 11 Instagram
There
followers.
you go. And
We
to the
live
11
together.
Instagram followers, I am an advanced casual fan. So when you throw some of these randomly ranked, and some of them are unranked, they don't have a number next to their name, so you don't even know who the fuck they are.
Hey, there's some fighters who are unranked, like who we know, and they're like they have fame, they have clout,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in
yeah.
the
Well,
MMA
a couple of
community.
names that stick out to me is Vittori on the co
The
main event.
co-main event,
Yep.
Like,
Andre
bro,
Feely, I think
touchy
he's an
feely, of
opener,
course,
right? A
obviously.
couple of those names, I definitely know that they're
The
in
co-main
for.
event, like I I didn't even know that fight was happening. Like the first time they
Yeah, yeah.
scheduled it, and I think what's his name, the black guy,
Who?
the one that Vittori is fighting. To be honest,
Chris?
I only remember Vittori like when Israel Adesanya whooped his ass and he was and he was crying about an eye poke. He was like
I know, yeah. Carl, I think his name is Carl Robertson or something.
Carl Robertson, exactly. I remember his face from Dana White Contender Series. Although I
Yeah,
don't watch that show,
yeah.
but I think he came from there.
Like
Like
highlights, yeah.
exactly, they scheduled this fight, and I think Robertson Carl, his name is Carl Robertson.
Carl Robertson.
Exactly, Carl Robertson's side. I think they canceled the fight because weight issues or health issues,
And then
something
he
related.
lost his shit. He lost his mind.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but when he talked about it, I think when he talked about it, I saw some videos on YouTube when he was some interviews. He said his nutritionist saw Carl like in the lobby, in the hotel
Oh
lobby,
yeah, yeah, I
and
heard that story.
and
Yeah.
he called him and he was like he was down and like he's fine. Why did he like pull out? And then he came down and people were like like recording
I
in their
remember he
phones.
was like, he wants to fight me now. He wants to
Come
fight me
on, you
now.
bitch,
I
motherfucker!
think
Like
he
what?
was
Like
just, but again, like that I understand that type of frustration because,
but
um,
come on, bro.
no,
Like
but listen, if you know what it takes to or what goes into preparing for a fight,
exactly,
having a camp, the money,
money,
the
exactly.
expenses, having a
But
coach,
but
nutritionist.
it's he didn't do it for like something
But
stupid.
they
It was health
rescheduled it,
reasons.
right? So this fight
Exactly.
is rescheduled from that card.
Exactly. And like
Okay.
the only thing I remember is that DC when he was like commentating on UFC 250, he said, "I was in the back recording. I was like, oh, World Star, World Star, they're about to fight." I was like, "Yo, this
But
fight had to
imagine
be."
though, this guy was talking so much shit, and if Carl Robertson comes in and cleans his chin off the plate, I will be like, shut the fuck. So you were nagging somebody for an ass whooping. You just
You
kind of
asked
sped up
for
the
it, bro.
process. Yes, you kind of sped up the process of getting your ass whooping kind of delivered to you. I don't know, but I think a couple of those are. I'm still gonna watch the fight because
Obviously.
there's nothing on. That's why.
I think the UFC did this absolutely filler card, which I'll give C minus,
Oh man,
because
I won't give it a grade, bro.
bro,
It doesn't get a grade.
because they were actually like delayed for 2 months.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So they're
Exactly.
catching
So
up with their schedule.
the schedule, exactly.
Let's see what happens though. Yo, wrapping it up. Not a lot of stuff to talk about. The only exciting thing was Yaz Island. Can't wait for
Exactly.
those fights.
Exactly.
And let's see what happens with this fight card or fight night with I and Calvillo. And we going to definitely revisit this. Wrapping it up. Thank you, bro, for joining in. Little
Thank
bro,
you, guys. Thank you, big bro. JEGANU
JEGANU
MMA.
MMA.
40 subscribers. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.